Today is supposed to be to remember the Makha Puja Day. The meaning of Makha Puja Day is a day that 1,250 monks came gathered together at the first temple in Buddhism called Veluvanaram or the bamboo grove more than 2,500 years ago, and or we can call this day as the Sankha Day. In the triple gem we have Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. Visakha Puja Day, the full moon day of May, is called the Buddha's Day because it is a day like the Buddha's birth, enlightenment and passing away day. That's the Buddha Day. Or next to Asala Puja Day, the full moon day of about September or August, that's the day the Buddha delivered the sermon to the 5 ascetics at the Deer Park in Varanasi. So today we call the Sankha Day or the Community Day because this day they have 4 wonderful things arising in Veluvanaram. At the time we have no iPhone, no iPod, no iPad at all. But the monks from different directions think of Buddha, missed the Buddha, and come together without appointment or walk in to Veluvanaram without appointment letter or any kinds of appointment because they remember to the Buddha. And the second wonderful thing is all monks had got ordination from the Buddha. And the third one, all monks are the holy monks who are free from defilement. And the fourth thing, this day is the full moon day, is supposed to be the great summit for decreasing the global warming. You see so many times right now when the great power has summit about the global warming, they lose a lot of energy and make global warming more and more. And for the Buddha's summit day, there's no using about the energy at all. But we start to use the moonlight and sunlight. That's very nature. It represents Buddhism is very friendly to the nature. So we can conclude about the concept of Dhamma into 4. The nature, the law of nature, and the duty we practice along with to the nature or inappropriate to the nature. And the last one, the peace, which we can touch from the nature. And today, we appreciate so many people like Professor Somchot Ong Tragun. This professor, introduce him, would try hard about how to discover the great thing in this area. He understands and know and appreciates about history of this temple that's built more than 700 years. And he can know and understanding about the spirit or about the heart in every brick. He can hear about loving kindness the people at that time reflect to build the temple in order to building the peace of community and even extends to the world peace. So it's very good today. We have a retreat in order to pay homage to the Sangha. 1,250 monks who gather together in the Bamboo Grove Temple, the first temple in Buddhism in Rajagaha city in India, more than 2,600 years. And then what the Buddha did today, the Buddha taught about the principle of Buddhism that we can conclude into three principles. First principle is not to do evil action by body, speech and mind, or kamma, not to do bad kamma or bad action. And the second, try to do the wholesome thing or kusala or the wholesome or goodness. Whenever you go, you can do goodness. And today you come to participate our meeting under the natural atmosphere. It's a kind of good meeting that we never lose about energy at all. If we go to like a 5-star hotel, at least we must have air condition. And today we have good air condition, not too cold, not too warm. It's very moderation or middle way. And please don't skip more about air condition. You see, it's coming. So very good to come to be with the nature. And we remember why I call the summit of Arahanta, because summit, that is the sublime or the supreme meeting that had never been again in the history. Because at that time they're just the holy monks who are free from the defilement, who come together to set about the way to proclaim or to point the way of life for our human race, not to do evil action and try to do more and more wholesome. And the last thing, to purify of mind. 3 days ago, we provide about retreat in Moron camp. Everybody pay more attention about meditation practice. It is international meeting. One from Germany, one from Malaysia, and most of them from different parts of Thailand. This is in international meeting, like from ASEAN country. She from Malaysia, they represent ASEAN country, and you from Germany represent European country. So this is a great summit of Buddhism right here. So when the Buddha say not to do evil and commit more wholesome and purify of mind, and then he conclude, this is the teaching of all Buddhas. That means not only this Buddha would teach this way, but the future of the Buddha who would come to enlighten will teach in this way also. So not to do evil action. It's not only Buddhism. If you compare about Bible or Quran or any scripture, we can accept each other. Like we don't like killing, and then we accept to be safe, to be free from killing. That's the universal feeling. And about good thing or the wholesome, we all accept about good thing, goodness. For example, charity, to be in order. We order or obey about the law. That's it, like a universal law. And the last one, purify of mind. Mind is very important. And if we have peaceful mind, wherever we stay, we can touch happiness. And wherever would be very luxurious, but we have no peaceful mind. On thing like luxurious car, luxurious building, a luxurious bedroom have no meaning, because without peaceful mind we cannot find happiness. So the Buddha point about purify of mind to fulfill about happiness from the material you have. For example, if you sit on an expensive car, but you get angry some person all the way, you cannot find happiness in that car. And even you have no car today, you walk and climb to the top of mountain, among the forest. Why you happy? Why we can see you are smiling? Because your mind very peaceful every step. On our kids are very nice. They come to see about the great thing of the former people of Chiang Mai. All former people on our people in the former time try to set the place to upgrade about the spiritual growth. And if you see about the vision of the people in that time, Chiang Mai would be very glorious after the time passed about 700 years, but they prepared this place for taking a rest of mind in peace or resting in peace. Like you come from Catholic culture, when you go to some ceremony or day ceremony or to the grave ceremony, and then they would talk about, oh, rest in peace. And they try to think about the people who die, please rest in peace. But I think if we can represent or we can interpret the rest in peace is not for the dead body, but it is very necessary for a life, a body, rest in peace. So you can smile because you rest in peace. When I talk to you, you smile back to me, that means you rest in peace. So I think it's sufficient time for me to speak English, because if I speak more, I feel very tired. And then I think you can understand the concept of this day. May I turn to Thai language to tell this story and the essence of today for all good people who gather together to this beautiful and valuable place. Thank you very much for your attention. And now practice meditation by listening. You will be peaceful because you never know what I will tell to you. No creation.
มาเสร็จก็หายร้อนเลยปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆผู้ชปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆญาณปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆญาณิปฏิปันโน
ติสัทธาเทวมนุษย์สานังพุทโธภควาติสวากขาโตภควตาธัมโมสันเทติโกอาการิโก Today we come to memorize about the ancient glorious Buddhism in this area that it become just the remaining. He expert about the ancient temple. He said in this area we have more than 11 temples, and all of temples teach about meditation, the important source for insight meditation. So we divide the temple into two kinds. The first, the temple in the village or in community, and the forest temple or forest monastery. And we can see like in the community, they will teach and make some ritualism for the people in the city, in the metropolitan area. And for the forest, when the people feel stressed or they want some peaceful place, we have the peaceful place to welcome you on from the city or community to stay overnight and retreat. So we can find or we can see about the glory of Buddhism in the spiritual dimension in the former time. And today he said it's like we decide to turn about the history to come to present about the glory of Buddhism again. For this big pagoda is established more than 600 years ago to be the place for the wise or the great scholar monk named ถรจ who like a teacher of the king at that time, both about the scripture and teach about the way of meditation. So thank you very much for all to come to recover or reopen or re-establish about the glory of Buddhism, to be the place to take a rest for the mind, all the people and all living beings without limitation. Thank you very much for attention.